Welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm camping on Mull for a couple of nights and I'm exploring and fishing a stretch of coast that was completely new to me, so I didn't really know what to expect apart from having a wee look on Google Maps. I messed up my booking for the ferry, so I arrived a few hours later than I had hoped for. I was on the east side of the island and it was a really beautiful spot. I parked the car here at a place called Grass Point, and my plan was to walk about 2 miles south, right along the coast here, and round that point in the distance. On the map, it looked like a fairly easy walk, and I thought I would be able to make it in one go. But I ended up camping on this beach for the first night, and the second night I only made it halfway along the next section of coast because the ground was so uneven and it was so overgrown that I couldn't get round with my trolley. The walk started off really smooth with the wee section of road and then a couple of fields, and I didn't really have any idea how hard it was going to be later on. Long way to go still. I might just stop at that beach, camp for the night. I seriously underestimated how uneven this was going to be and how overloaded and heavy that was going to be. But I'll see when I get down there, see what the rest of the terrain's like, but maybe just camp here tonight. This way, pal. That's a good find. Superb. That's a real bonus finding that. I usually take at least one of these wee barbecues with me when I go, because they're so lightweight and easy to use, and they're great for getting a fire going if you don't have dry wood, because you've already got a bed of coals when you're finished cooking. I did have some kindling with me, just in case though. I really didn't need it though. And when the fire's done, the wee tray just folds up to nothing at all. I had a wee check on the beach just to make sure I hadn't left anything behind, and then packed up and headed for the area that I wanted to fish. Started on the other side of the cliffs yesterday. I've still got to get all the way over that hill and then about another quarter-mile. Should not have brought so much stuff. Well, this is a bit of a nightmare. Just try to see what's over this ridge. I carried my trolley over this patch of ferns, but as I got further round it became impossible. I can't get any further. I'm just going to have to set up camp here and then just walk round to the fishing mark. I'm too tired. I can't drag that trolley any further. It's just so uneven. I'm basically carrying it. That's too much. I set up the tent and headed round to the point where I was going to fish first. And it felt so good not to be carrying so much stuff anymore. I seen some amazing wildlife on this part of the walk. This was the first of a few sea eagles that I seen. It doesn't really show up on camera how big this eagle actually was. There's another eagle down there getting chased by a crow. Probably too far to see on camera. Straight ahead. There was lots of little lizards running about, but they were too fast to catch on camera. A little passageway into the sea there. I was never getting the trolley round that. Oh, I've just scared up an eagle. I don't know if you've seen that there. Just went round the cliff. Made it. Well, just about. That was brutal. The last part of the walk was really tough on the legs, and it almost got a lot worse as well. because I nearly stood on a snake.
Wow! Oh my god, Lana, you need to stay away. I almost just stood on a snake there.
This adder could have ended the trip early. It was really lucky that it didn't manage to get me when I stood so close.
I literally stepped about 6 inches from him there. That's cool, I've never seen a snake in real life before. I'll need to keep Lana well away. Nice to see, but a bit scary at the same time.
I started off with a paternoster rig with ragworm and lugworm as the baits, and I also had a rod with me for fishing lures, and I started off with this 30-gram metal. Later on in the day I also had a heavier rod out with mackerel as bait, and it was just a simple setup with a sliding lead.
It's too shallow, too much seaweed close in there. So I've came along here to where it's a much steeper drop off. Should be a lot better, I think. There was just a seal sunbathing on the rocks there. So there must be some fish about. I'm just struggling. There he is. Are you alright, mate? Moved further back along the coast. Hopefully we have some luck here. Something having a go at that. Well, I caught something.
I had been fishing for quite a few hours before I caught this dogfish, which was really surprising because some of the spots looked really good. I couldn't believe I didn't manage to catch any pollock at the first few spots. I tried another few good looking areas on my way back round to the tent, but I didn't have any luck there either.
Back to camp. Fishing was really slow along there. Only got that dogfish and one other bite, and possibly a take on the lure, but I'm not even sure. It might have just been a bit of weed. But back here, Lana's having lunch. I'm gonna have a wee quick drink of water and then try off the rocks here. I'll probably catch something here after just walking a mile round there. See if we can catch a fish. got a couple of baits in. I'm absolutely knackered, so taking a break from the lures. I'm just going to chill out for an hour or so.
I started fishing with lures again, and after about 10 minutes I hooked into the first pollock.
Yes, man! Might be small, but I am delighted. Well, that's what we came for. I was hoping to get some bigger ones than that, but at least we've got something. That's a start anyway. Oh, such a pretty one as well. It's got the nice kelp markings on it. Come back in, torpedo women down there. Boom! Straight away. Yes! Hey! Another dogfish. Over there. Finally hooked another fish. Hopefully we can get it in. Oh! Unhooked himself. Ah! Sorry mate. It's a little coldfish that time.
I was checking the bait on the other rod and pulled in this little wrasse. I didn't notice a bite, and I didn't even feel him kicking as I was winding in. So it was a nice wee surprise. Wrasse are one of my favourite fish to catch. I was hoping for a big one, but after fishing for so long, I was actually really happy just to catch one. I noticed some birds diving pretty far out, so I put on a really heavy lure and casted as far out towards them as I could. After a few casts, I managed to hook a mackerel.
Ah, it's got off.
Luckily, I got another chance, and the timing couldn't have been better because I had just lit the barbecue. I had one on for a couple of seconds, but it got off. Luckily, another one picked it up right away.
Hey! First mackerel of the year! Probably just about size as well. Lovely.
Cooking mackerel this way is probably my favourite way of eating fish.
Beautiful night it's turned into. Beautiful.
I really enjoyed that, but I did keep a little bit for Lana.
Oh, is that good? Good get up.
I had planned on fishing for a couple of hours the next morning, but I had run out of drinking water, so just decided to head back to the car.
There's the car. Not far now.
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all again soon. Cheers.